In this video, I will explain break-even point. In business, the break-even point is the quantity of a product at which total cost and revenues become equal and therefore profit becomes zero. Total cost comes from adding fixed cost and variable cost. Usually we are provided variable cost per unit, and in order to calculate total variable cost, we have to multiply variable cost per unit by quantity. So total cost will be fixed cost plus variable cost per unit multiplied by a quantity, and revenue is price per unit multiplied by a quantity. And when these two things, revenues and total cost, become equal, profit becomes zero, and that point is called as break-even point. For revenues calculation, I will use this formula, which is price per unit multiplied by quantity. Although we don't have quantity at this point, but we will figure it out. For total cost, the formula will be fixed cost plus variable cost per unit multiplied by quantity. And this is difference which represents profit. At break-even point, revenues and total cost become equal, and therefore this difference should be zero. To calculate break-even point, I will use goal seek function, click on data, and then what if analysis and goal seek function. And here in goal seek function, set cell this difference to 0. I want to set to 0 because my objective is to calculate break-even point, and break-even point is the point at which a difference of revenues and total cost is 0. So therefore I will set it to 0 by changing cell, that is quantity. Select this cell. When I will click on OK, a number of changes will happen. First thing, a quantity will appear here that will represent break-even point. Second thing is that a quantity will also appear here, a revenue, and this difference will become 0. Click on OK, and this shows that break-even point is 250. When quantity is 250, at that point revenues is $6,250 and total cost is also $6,250. So revenues and total cost are equal, and therefore profit, which is the difference of revenues and total cost, becomes 0. Producing less than 250. So for example, if you produce 249 units, in that case total cost will exceed revenues. It will give you loss. Producing more than 250 units, for example 251 units, you will get small profit. However, if you produce exactly 250 units, it would give neither profit nor loss, and that is the definition of break-even point.